Tony and Stuart. A glorious life of love, laughter, and legends. From the fields of England to the peaks of forever. Good evening, dear listener. Settle yourself comfortably, perhaps by the fire, or with a fine cup of tea in hand. For tonight, we embark upon a most extraordinary chronicle. A tale of love so steadfast, laughter so unrelenting, and sandwiches so numerous that the very heavens themselves have kept count. This is no ordinary story, however. No idle whisper of countryside romance. No, indeed, this is a legend. A grand rollicking adventure of two remarkable Englishmen whose hearts proved large enough to contain not only each other, but the whole mad, marvelous world. So, draw the curtains, quiet the mind, and lend me your ear, for I shall tell you now the opening chapter of their immortal saga. Chapter the First. A Promise Beneath the Sun. It was upon a morning so splendidly golden that even the skylarks dared not interrupt its brilliance. The English countryside, all dappled in dew and light, stretched as far as the dreaming eye could see. The fields rolled gently like soft green sighs beneath the warming breath of summer, and the air itself smelled faintly of wild roses, promise, and perfectly buttered toast. At the heart of the pastoral wonder stood two gentlemen of quite exceptional spirit. Sir Tony, broad of shoulder and bright of soul, and Master Stuart, a cat-like creature of boundless mischief and immeasurable charm. Together they stood in a meadow, stitched with daisies, attired not in grandeur, but in joy. It was there, upon approving gaze of the morning sun, that Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth herself presided over their union. A most unexpected officiant, though none could deny her sense of ceremony. She held her scepter aloft and declared in tones that would humble thunder, "Henceforth, let it be known throughout these green and pleasant lands that Tony and Stuart are bound in holy and most hilarious matrimony." And as though heaven itself had been awaiting this proclamation, a golden light poured from above, and lo, a figure descended, radiant and serene, the very likeness of our Lord Jesus Christ himself. With benevolent mirth upon his face, he extended his hands and touched the pair upon their brows.
"Go forth,"
he said, with a smile that could calm tempests,
"and let your love be as enduring as the English rain, and as unpredictable too."
And thus it was done. The meadow burst into applause, for even the hedgehogs and hares had gathered to witness, and 1,000 skylarks took to the air, weaving ribbons of song throughout the golden sky. Tony and Stuart turned to one another, eyes glimmering like fresh-spun cider in the sunlight, and shared a kiss that made the very clouds blush. And so began their glorious life together, one of laughter, chaos, and more sandwiches than history could ever record. And thus, dear listener, our story begins, not with thunder or trumpet, but with the sunlight, laughter, and love eternal. Join us next week for another chapter in the lovely tale of Tony and Stuart.